All right, baby. It is Friday, our first Friday football frenzy of September. You know it's going to be a doozy. Waste no time. Let's get you our game of the week. Here we go. Booker and Sarasota, two teams separated by 4 miles. They were thumping early on. Dante Maggio, the tight end of Quinn York, excuse me. There's Yorkster. Drinking in. He transferred over from Braden River. Made it 7-0. Sarasota, Jaquiz Jones. How's a 35-yard payday to the left? And all of a sudden, we got a 7-6 game. Why I say 7-6? Watch this little blocked PAT. Crucial. Special teams wins you game. So 7-6, Booker trailing Sarasota by 1. Here's Endler Hernandez, big-time interception. You see him get underneath that ball. Exquisite work right there. Booker. The Tornadoes were swirling. Look at the defense right there. Delvin Hill Jr. He was the first to touch him. Nice gainer right here on the outside. Spencer Branner picked up a big chunk. You saw the look right there halftime. Booker did not go into the locker room. They stayed out. They came out hungry. They forced a turnover on a fumble. This was the next 3 plays after that. That's the touchdown. Here's the 2-point conversion to go up 7. Book it. Booker Tornadoes on the road, 37-13 over Sarasota. They get their first win. The Sailors still in search of a W. Next ball game for you, the Venice Indians. And check out Mr. Robichaux. Risking it all. He's right in the smoke, right in the fog. Getting after Charlotte and Venice. Brandon Gregory, write the name down. 28 carries, 183 yards. Not 1, not 2, not 3, 5 touchdowns for him. But that's on the other side right there is Charlotte. Alex Muse popped it in there, 7-7. You wanted more Gregory. We'll give you more Gregory. Here's a scamper for him right here. Give me some up and over. 5-tool athlete jumped on over top. That made it 21-7, and they're just coasting this point. Gregory again. We told you he scored 5 times. We love the people down there at Bill Buck Chevrolet. They were giving out T-shirts, about 500. If you guess, we'll try to get you that picture at some point. Not tonight, but here, let's show the wolf-to-wolf combo. Yes, Weston Wolf. He finished with 10 catches, 84 and a touchdown. Go ahead, Venice. Good stuff right there. They roll for that W. Next game for you now, Palmetto and Riverview Rams. No breaks here. We just keep on rolling. Thank you, Nadine Young. It was Mr. Robichaux the previous game. Here's Nadine Young, and she's catching a nice breaker right there. Sean White scampers on in for the touchdown. Michael Hayes with a nice catch and run. All about that yak work. That's what you saw by the Rams right here. Check out that long ball. Beautiful Randy Moss on the opposite sideline. Nadine working hard, getting the shot even on the opposite sideline. That right there was Michael Hayes again. The Rams would end up getting it right there. There was a 40-yard line out on top, and there is the cash-in. Edravian Butler, excuse me, between the Rams, just cashed it on in, and here's a nice looking catch. And wait until you see the touchdown after that. So that set it up at the 40-yard line. Beautiful snare. Anthony Marino, slingshot. Engaged. You might see that on Tuesday. It could be a top play. Palmetto, a doozy, 42-35. Boy, oh boy, that is how we get it done. Go ahead for the Tigers. Whew. Great way to start the program right there. We had Sarasota and Booker, two teams you get from one school to the other in about 12 to 13 minutes. Slugfest. We're looking at 7-6 halftime score. On the flip side, pure domination by Venice and Brandon Gregory. 5 touchdowns? Are you kidding me? That's some Madden stuff right there. And as we had Nadine shoot some Lakewood Ranch action. So good stuff all around. Plenty more highlights. What if I told you we got 5 highlights coming at you? The amount of touchdowns from Brandon Gregory. Do not leave us. Friday football fever. Coming right back. Well, this also could have been our game of the week. Waste no time. Give me Manatee and Braden River. Whole lot of speculation swirling around this one. Why Coach Kurt Bradley makes his return. And then you also see Knowledge McDaniel. Sam was down there shooting this one, and wouldn't you know it, Knowledge McDaniel gives the crowd what they want. Nice catch right there. Big time pass by Brian Gaggs. Plenty more from Mr. McDaniel. All the speculation around him. If you haven't seen the story, heard about it, Herald Tribune did a great job reporting on it. Dennis, as well as SNNTV.com. We got the full story in terms of that debacle. McDaniel only playing 3 games this year, only non-district games, no playoffs. There he goes. McDaniel's down the sideline, right into your kitchen, right into your living room. Give us a point, knowledge. Oh, yeah. There it is. Manatee creeping a little bit back. 14-13 game. This one was a shootout. Over 40 points in the first half. One-handed snare. Keon Fordham all the way top. And Anthony Squateri. Look at the hookup. And this was the guy in week 1. This was the guy in week 2. And here he is again. Brian Boutte, 64-yard pay dirt. 41-31. The Pirates of Braden River get the W. Another game for you. Here we go. Grant the Great, he's at this one. Bayshore taking on Cape Coral Island Coast. A little bit of a tongue twister right there. Snap over top. This is the only score for a while. So the Bruins will cash that in. Way over top. Austin Emerson is the one who recovers. Hey, 6 points is 6 points. Why we tell you that? PAT was missed. So we got a weird looking score. If you're at the Westbrook or the Westgate in Vegas, the score here in this one was a wonky-wonk quarterback right there. Corey Von Borstel over top to Devin Randall. Randall and Von Borstel. Picasso and his paintbrush tonight. The Bruins scampering on down. There he goes again. There's the number. Grant on top of it. He's right up in the kitchen, getting the back jersey. Check out this play. It looked like you have him wrapped up right here. Cape Coral Island, and then ends up being a big-time punt return. Giovanni Davis of the Gators. He gets loose all the way down the sideline. Big pickup, was caught up short. Why is that important? It was a bagel. Finish it off with some defense. 8-0 final. Cannot make that up. The Bruins, they remain undefeated with the victory right there. Coach Bazoons continues to keep the boys roll. What a surprise. Bayshore went into Sarasota, and Sarasota still struggling a little bit. Spencer Hodges, the offense, we saw signs of it. I know they put up 13 points today, saw more signs of the offense. But Bayshore, they have been quite the surprise, and we saw it when we were there at camp in early August, talking to Coach Bazoons. He likes who he's got. He's got a lot of guys that weren't eligible last year with their academic eligibility. Here they are playing, and they are undefeated. We'll be back right after this Friday Football Fever. Welcome back, and we got to shout out all the reporters. Danny Root has this next game. She went 60 minutes just to bring it to you right now. Here it is, Port Charlotte, the Pirates and Lemon Bay. 2 squads we got to keep an eye on here. Large chunk of the season left. Cannot believe it's already September. Thrilled you're with us on Triple F as we speak. Dylan Lockhart, another good punt return. Special teams wins you games. Big gainer, wasn't able to get in. But down the right sideline, a little bit later, check out this name, Bo Guy. And we apologize if it wasn't Mr. Guy. That is just a cluster right there. Whole lot of bodies, whole lot of kilograms. 7-0 Pirates, Lemon Bay now. Defense. Liam Johnson right there, massive sack in the backfield, able to spin him around town. INT, check the return right here. Danny on the other side, still working hard. Trying to get the shot right there. Big time return by Aiden Cannon of Lemon Bay. Set up shop. We're able to cash it in a little bit later. Still 7-0. And here's the Pirates. Virgil Luther on the catch and run. Port Charlotte wins 34-14. They're rolling. Mooney taking on Berkeley Prep. Cheerleaders way up high, elevated, and defense was the name of the game. Check the tackling. You got to love it. Coach Meckley. He was preaching it back in August. He's preaching it right here. Another one in the backfield. The Cougars, they're out stormtrooping the Buccaneers. Another work in the backfield. This time on the other side, Buccaneers come up short. That was Manoli Havardius. Now finally, the game begins to open up on 3rd down. Gavin Rupp, Xavier Townsend. Yards after catch. Big time pickup. Finish you off with a little bit of defense for Mooney. Oh, that's a Cougar sack right there. Mooney wins 28-17. Another team that's really playing well. Would like to see them get some big-time opponents. Go ahead, Cougars. Get another W. Let's round you off right now. Southeast and Lakewood Ranch. Jessica Ward on the scene of the crime. We were looking all over. We thought this game was at Lakewood Ranch. Hey, we found out it was at Southeast. The Seminoles hosted. Rumbling, stumbling, bumbling. It was a fake, and then Kieran gets in. Incomplete pass right there. Some quick fire. Bear with me here. Left-handed throw. Zipping it out there. That was the first touchdown. Gabe McDonald's going to throw it to Warren Davis. Jessica even getting the point after. That's what we do here at the Suncoast News Network. Throw it up. INT cornerback Caleb Browner locks it down, but Southeast, this was their game, and that's who they are, 40-3. The Southeast Seminoles go on to win. Nice little hookup right there. To finish it off, Calvin Clark with some yards after catch. That is not a typo. That's your final. Lakewood Ranch goes down 40-3, and get you some other out-of-town scores. Bradenton Christian, they go down 30-0 against Foundation. St. Stephen's against Windermere Prep. And how about this? That snaps a 24-game winning streak for St. Stephen's. Some crazy stuff right there. Shout out to everyone in the control room working hard making those graphics. Everyone on the show. Big time will not be a possibility without all the hard work of everyone at the station. Boy, what a way to wrap it up. Hard to believe. Like we said, it's already September. Been starting to find out a little bit more about some teams. And really what I carry over is our game of the week last week. We took a look at Venice at Riverview. Big thumpers, two of the best teams in all of high school football, not only in this area, but all of Florida last year. And Venice came out today, and boy, oh boy, did that offense look like what we expected to see at Riverview. They still got out of there with the W, put up just in the teens. But when they're thumping like that, you got Brandon Gregory cashing in 5 touchdowns, as well as Mr. Wolf, and going to his brother, the other Wolf. It's a pretty nasty combination between Hayden and Weston. How about that? Lakewood Ranch looking to get their feet going a little bit. We saw them right there. Southeast, a good squad. What we've learned so far, I'd say to wrap it up, respect the 5A district. Coach Bazoons, the Bruins, how about it? They cash another W. You also have Mooney, who's playing around there. Southeast as well. All those coaches doing a heck of a job to start the season. Thank you so much for joining us. Friday Football Fever. We'll be back next week.